It is sacred vehicle time, and our sacred vehicle is, of course, our precious human body. In previous sacred vehicle videos, we talked about juicy joints, keeping them nice and lubricated by creating deep movement within them and jiggling and looseness. And we talked about the importance of strength and flexibility in the feet and how that affects our overall bodies. And I will put a link to the playlist in the description box below. And now we are going to talk about the amazing spinal column, which connects the three major bulks of weight: the skull, the rib cage, and the pelvic girdle. It doesn't do it with one solid piece of bone, one column of bone, but as we know, 24 vertebrae, 24 separate vertebrae that allow for this amazing flexibility and movement in our spines. And there's this fluid that goes through the spinal column and around the brain, and the central nervous system is in the brain and the spinal column, controlling all the activities of our entire bodies. So let's get into our spine right now. Yay to the human spine. I'm on my yoga mat, and heaven help me find a way to put this on a camera. I'm going to cover 4 of my favorite spinal ways to nourish my spine. And as always, ensure that your medical practitioner has okayed you doing any of these moves. And always, 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 not only here with me, but always an underlying connection with your body, sensing and ensuring that you are moving in a comfortable and natural way at all times. Okay, so lie down on the floor. Put your arms out like a T. I've got one hand holding my phone here. So slide your heels up towards your butt so your feet are flat on the floor, and then drop your knees to one side. And then turn your head to the other side and just enjoy this wonderful stretch in the spine, and just languish here, just enjoy here. Stay here as long as you want. Have your knees together as much as you possibly can, but make sure above all that you are comfortable and this feels natural and wonderful. And Ollie wants to tell you too that after I show you how to do it, to pause the video and then do both sides and stay as long as you want. Oh, didn't that feel wonderful? Okay, so we're going to do a sitting one now. So starting with the legs out in front, lift one knee up and place it over. Put the foot on the floor, put your hand on the knee. And now we're going to think of the skull and the rib cage floating up. They float up as we turn. So lift and turn. So the pelvis is grounded into the ground and stay solid. Think of the hips, the little pointers on your hips pointing forward, and it's your hips stay forward as we lift and turn the head and the rib cage. So the rib cage mainly is what we're thinking of turning, and lift and turn and lift and turn. Try not to lean back like this, but stay straight up and down, and just turn until you feel a comfortable, wonderful twist in the spine, and stay here as long as you want. You can add the head and turn further and just enjoy this wonderful feeling of the spine twisting, all the vertebrae twisting to the side like that. The yoga plow now, we're going to start lying down on our back, and then we are going to lift our legs up and go over our head. If you can't go all the way, you can support your butt with your hands. Just go to what's comfortable. And I hope you can see. My legs are up over my head. And if you want to, you can drop your knees beside your ears. But whatever is comfortable, and stay here as long as you like. And last but not least, another way I love nourishing my spine, of course, you guessed it, it's child pose. Yoga child pose. So we can sit on our heels and we can spread our knees apart so that we can easily go down between them. And we just lower the head and we go down between the knees. And we just stay here. Let's see if I got the camera. And we just stay here and just drop and relax and just keep dropping down and stay here as long as we want. Oh, I feel so rejuvenated. Thank you for joining me. Till we meet again.